abusa for you mo nyina akwa ba esama mo afinhia pa ya da nyame asese 2020 otimide akwa wi na yewura afifufuru mu we any breeding kan yewura afi mu no 2021 mu no ye ne mu hia e the dialogue media so Taabea television so be ko Facebook, YouTube, any other social media handles no na search for Taabea TV like pages no na share na yenya bi obi anya bi enhwe as they say the ensemble breed na e course e koto ba we enhwe bebre ensunsanso no buy said e buy dey kan di honkom bebre ND samanyuko no e kire se omo nyintum man for Ghana for SS omo court ampa omo e de asam akwa akodru court say dey je ko je bo ja nya ba bedu omo akodru court omo asem enesen omo edin na omo hwehwe e de free Supreme Court na edin na the possible outcomes I enhwe ni mu amfa enfree mu na yasanso ahwe sa petition we any 2012 de no ensonso ye ben na abemu kwane a omo faso di asem no esen na esi etie na yasanso enya no ntie se enefu aduanan mienu 42 days na sa petition be take ansa na Supreme Court etimi de omo verdict no aba abonten ni nyina na ya baba hwe ne di ho nkomo na enyina nso enim se Peter Amewu MP elect for hohoi ono so no issue na bi wuram kakra na ya dim edi ho nkomo anti akoye mra yi de as usual ya ba in legal consult ho ukuma se Holy Trinity Chambers lawyer Kwame Adofo na ene no hia the dialogue so yi medin de Kwame Martin Addo yemfase da ema Taabea Herbal company omri Taabea hand sanitizer ba Taabea Herbal mixture na Taabea Herbal capsules na omodi aba eno achi beauty 360 promo no eguso ekoso inya ye ejaya meka chiro chimpe ene 50% discount ene de mount ko Santasi roundabout na collocate beauty 360 unisex salon na yensisi ho na ho enso entume enyefe afia yesimu emu ye twa ho ba mema lawyer kwa ba na ya hye nkomonase
munim say area ba koro enti area ta so mamunim say area ba koro enti unsay ni adajo enti mun sanitize it enya Taabea de na yen regard mun sanitize it Papa Taabea hand sanitizer mun sanitize it enya Taabea de na yen regard mun sanitize it Papa Taabea hand sanitizer.
Yes, I'm akwa bako Facebook and YouTube na search for Taabea TV na like pages na share na obi aso enya ben share lawyer do fatna se me mana kwa ba na ye free and common ase lawyer me mo fin shapa
ya me
na pom te sen
ho ye pa
da nya me ase bro nya na okay bro nya na ko sei
copy eja on election ni na eto abane wi na fe satisfy ku yi
okay
nyame adom zi aba ye tiapo
okay enti yen share the political season 2020 na yen share saying na we see I hu niema prior to the elections preparations mo various political parties no comments ko me course nyina no in summary saying now obviously I described the year 2020
well 2020 apart from COVID it is a best say bibia if it's a parties in yadi
okay
both NDC and MPP initially na be physical as voter registration
so okay
because of the opposition na was so high tina visa maso and na COVID is boom let's boom na bibia yen one time but I think say electoral commission for moya de party
okay
parties ni na so ya de o organize o ho ye e mind the end ya kokoto aba na wie ama asunwi aba
okay
enti ye say Ghana for nyina aba so
but NDC for them first asunwi amasa because nipa about 7 and America say out of due to the elections the number elections no more every one can be brain so prepare demonstration upon demonstrations enti for them the election was not peaceful
na omo kase election is peaceful omo mashiro omo nkwana ehwan na koso electoral commission ko bo mutu mo mu ya na aze ehwan na koso sare no question bi ha ese ebusa ehwan question electoral commission dey be no ye ya ama election na ye peaceful
okay
na ko bo bitu okay na kaso bi nkoko go wi ballot paper e ma me hamra electoral commission dey bo na ba ye bo no ye blame na
so bo enye But ebi nso or there some ya no de to the bibia de to na kwamu a say the NDC for kenka ebi nso akasa na
say the NDC for can say aka mo nye voters registration no.
Okay.
And went no
koye.
And you know the ma the past 7 a week na.
Okay.
NDC for can say obi ko trambo to sum ye bonu tuo amade. Oni akoko wi a ballot paper.
Yeah. Ballot box.
You know easy for so na.
Okay.
Oh, they are all the okay can you know easy.
In effect no ye ntimi associate electoral violence to the with the EC.
Not at all. Easy way then. And they can say easy crowd on here. What me point is that we need
EC no.
And a whole range of people.
Okay.
And they back together to form EC. It's easy from so here and
okay.
I am for agenda. I want person to drive home the agenda. And I'm going to say easy yeah ni past 7 weeks easy the way then. One day was so election. Within the NDC crowd, more election, EC will come and run it.
Yeah.
I'm not for who they are. Doesn't mean you go and blame EC for that.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know why. It makes no sense. How it makes me blame EC for what? Electoral Commission can also buy new voters register during coronavirus time. I'm not for casting in
Pabu. Yare na bekosro.
Who say we
Debbie.
Who say yare koso?
Debbie.
Eti e dem na EC here ya. You bet to say EC why you see your boss.
Okay.
Why na ni pass 7 na we so now EC na ko bo mutuo. What say EC official bi ko bo mutuo.
But lawyer, the failure of the EC to declare the results of Techiman South. And no one major issue and then on the day of declaration Jen Menson's mistake we are saying
and my go with you. I didn't know how it's just far-fetched. When in law we say far-fetched and fanciful. So you can say declare when declaring at the time
yes so declare and I say figures or can one kind
and the man will go with you and what just you didn't want it doesn't link.
Abia and my be feeling say yes no.
And so you go and kill someone. Now the Bible say easy. And I easy will be back because and I easy treat to go with you and
okay.
Master say what you didn't want and to
okay.
Just yes ya anyade because deeper 7 a week. Easy anyade deeper 7 a week. And today easy na bo mutu and say easy na course of one we. Master to assume.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day no, you must say and criminal law is not something that you hinge on maybe no. It's either you've done it or you didn't do it.
Why ya now why?
Yes, it's more of mens rea element and actus reus. Why ya not one year?
Okay.
It is still be akufo-addo to Chachimai. Now easy chairperson thing crime.
Yeah, the suburban.
How do you go and blame her? This is a criminal law matter.
Okay.
It makes no sense. But of course, once you will be at the propaganda, and it will be your friends say proof.
Yeah.
You do proof with the I do court a proof. And then you court propaganda.
Okay.
It's a propaganda near Candia. Let them make a case, but legally, I never know CCA. And a money pass every week.
Okay.
Makes no sense. And try to be no sense. Because he's in here. The parties no na kuma. Ever easy way.
Okay.
Police for na so your body man. That's the police for an man. I don't know blame. It makes no sense.
Okay.
It will be over case easy and organize the pass every. Come on.
Okay. No lawyer Adofo adwenkyere no. Okay, you move the main issues no mo. Me no ka say the NDC court. But before ever NDC asem no so fire call back to 2012 petition no. Yenhwe said the na enema sitie the process are FM any guidelines ana ewo ho as against this particular suit difference being na abem the addition na ubetime ediama yahwefo with respect to these cases.
Okay, wait there, my main monitor. MC 2012 Department and the case in the court.
Yeah.
MPP was represented by Jake Obichebi.
Okay.
Dr. Mahmoud
Baumia.
And Nanado.
Okay.
Omumi and Sunday the coy. Omko court, only Nipa Munu the coy. on the electoral commission and on the President Mahama at the time and the court.
Okay.
It don't call court no and NDC didn't know. Almost more interest occasion. Don't be joining. And I'm going to join it. Now, only motion court to join. A divided court by 6-3. No more say and who here. So I will join. Majority said no. Omoka and a door Mahama Tenem.
Okay.
Into more interest and if a vehicle, or more interest. And the mass we got ruling man and this is
on bit my journey.
And the same process will take about 6 weeks. Because I'm filing motion and I'm filing affidavit opposition and I'm arguing and I court ruling and I'm going delay.
And I'm delay. Okay.
And after Supreme Court case in 2012, right now judgment in the bar 2013, and I court in the same. Sir, it take 8 months. Answer it me, boy. I want to know.
Okay.
The very last time, not a president, but even a would dream.
No, dear, we.
Come on, you see those words. Those are my words.
Okay.
Enuti, omo yese tadia, omede, omo short on time. Na, omama, ayetitia.
Okay.
Because first, now there was no limit. When the bar was here, na no raise objection, no way motion, but no. Because the amicus curiae. Amicus curiae. Amicus curiae, I don't just say. We're a friend of the court.
Friend of the court. Okay.
Now, what the back because of he said. Court no kwa biya mo hwe no ne
so mo hwe
ama no so be
waste time
so
okay
and no setting committee bi say committee ni hwem no mo shorting process no mo fa new process mra e betimi dey aye no within the shortest possible time
okay
some senior high court judges senior court of appeal judges the supreme court judges bi na setting here
okay
and the bar say you bet me eliminate some of the process by making it very short.
Okay.
Now within 42 days, it's me
away.
And I was to say, one, what over to me the aban? Can I know him an MPP baby? And Vice President by and Nanado by Nipa 3. No, you see, a member of Nipa 1 pay. Okay. And I bet me the petition number. What's the walk? Na senke ye 2 months. And also when they senke elect you. And na ya to abanama na se adane waban. Aha wo pe na between dia.
Between dia. Okay.
It is say bia wo say na wo stand here na se me na stand here. Me na between dia ba.
Okay, enye party no.
Enye party na between aba.
And obi anso ntime aka ho.
Aha. And na obi anso ntime ka ho. It is say no. NDC ntime ko join. Aha, and the new year aba no. John Mahama pe na between dia ko.
Okay.
NDC ntime enko join.
Okay.
And na Mahama so o samai no. O ntime ko samai MPP. Because MPP
nyina.
Aha. The original
Nanado akufo-addo.
Not as president too. Nanado as candidate.
Okay.
Until no which must man people are compared. Now so no. That's what the electoral commission can. It's an electoral commission now. 2 minute crown. Says what election results.
Okay.
And what done? According to NDC.
According to NDC. Okay.
And this what done in the I said no court to share the say. Why they one year the writing. So what does it?
Okay.
And looking at ma President Mahama, former President Mahama. As some is all in a court. What's some electoral commission. The entire was some electoral commission is say. Abano. A choir of fast over born. Every constitutional.
Okay.
If you say, not choir is what fasten one fast.
Okay.
And what's some mind? Nanado. Then as candidate, yes, president, as candidate, one year 50% plus 1.
Okay, and you declare.
And you declare man. To court to share. One share.
Electoral commission.
Electoral commission. Said we no. 8 year constitution.
Okay.
Not 2. 1 year I you know free. Nanado. So what? You know. It's the difference. I will say 1. First, not NDC. A cajon, MPP cajon. Is he a chum? First, not vice presidential candidate cajon. Is he a chum?
Okay.
Is that quite Benu Mian call Kiko boot for boot?
Okay.
And you won't miss some
in this I 1-on-1.
1-on-1, and you're easy. I
can't.
Now, when you're my old cana, I had no interest in. NDC for court of the Genesis almost say, And constitution article 63:3 as they be declare will say when I am president now obey swear this one ya a man you boom you know when you fan abebia
abeto so
you better so debate my back up and I said you come
okay
now calculation no one calculation say Jimensa our electoral commissioner
yeah
the declaration no yeah and no move gina
so
ha
okay
o move gina so say the declaration no make here no ade chi no osaba sisa
okay
na ufa the declaration no the first one na now head voter obi enya
ya
obi eni ho a onya sa
50% plus 1
but so u total ni nyina de American ni dia total ni bro 100%.
Okay.
Oma se bum jira so. Oma so total nanado
de Mahama de all the 12 candidates.
Oma de kan 100.03.
Okay.
Percent
just abro 100% no.
Ha. Enti court ntwem. So what does it?
Okay.
And that second one so was say the figures now say declare. So what the obia de onyae etoto ho omo NDC for no calculation omo de ba na say Dom Hamanya 46.26
yeah
percent. Nanado enya 47.366%.
Okay.
Enti omo mienu nyina no obia no
enya 50% no.
Enti court order rerun.
Okay.
Na the money I want to say before I would case be court no maka so ma winning.
Okay.
Any other no. Enti obia kwere o catch us support so obia any
demonstration
because o ma winning
any agye from.
As o court court no
obia win.
As o obia court no say obia no winning.
Okay.
Enti ye order
rerun. Okay.
Enti there I work on say no. And they say it's a new rules no. It has to be done within 42
days. Okay.
Now 42 days no. The question is when does it start? Because we more 10 days
to respond. Okay.
No crano from data. You must say
data they best serve
yes.
Any amount must have 10 days no some family.
This is several president. Date in starting country.
Into at this point, in case president receiving the summons I shall say 42 days na shall say
or 10 days to respond.
Into brother 42 days no shall say.
We are afraid that that's 42 days never start.
Oh okay.
So that's
okay.
And it's a president in really huna. That's a dibu somia. That's a good president. Afraid na
42 days never shall say.
Because yes 7.
Okay.
And honestly yes 7 na. So also 10 days says or then I do.
Wow. Interesting. Okay. Yebeba ni abehwe the ebimo esu say and I say commentary say bia eba ne say petition no full of errors. Yebeba how the errors can affect their case. Near some of the questions be among for bisane say if the election declaration was unconstitutional, Nasa open rerun there. Why rerun between wo any lesson and ado? It's unconstitutional there. I then young council elections no. Na young ko na the part of nyina ansa nso nkonko gina since it is unconstitutional. Now everything is null and void. And also a questioner amount for abisa. You have say a valid questioner. Na ya hwe say mistakes na I will petition no. Ya identify be how those mistakes came into the petition. Now, yeah, other things. Okay, it's Ugo so share the dialogue or Taabea television. So because Facebook, YouTube, any Instagram, now search for taabeatv. Osnya like na share no be anya bi nhwe mhwa mhaba na ya to en common so.
And now, my dear listeners, before before I sign out, I would like to introduce to you Taabea Herbal Mixture, a great and effective herbal medicine for malaria, loss of appetite, and general body pains. Taabea, a fact I can personally attest to.
Taabea Herbal Mixture. Ansa na wobenom Taabea Herbal Mixture. Shisho moja muhunu se wenye chidi yare no bi ansa. FDA ahwehwe saa ejwadi nkrato yi mu agye atom se eye.
Ewuzafo yesa mamo akwaba. Yemfase da emayen sponsors Taabea Herbal Company ordinary miensa abedwa so kona ko hwe bi akira kwan na bebo Taabea Herbal Mixture, Taabea hand sanitizer and Taabea Herbal capsules ebebo pa pomde emu na yakọ beauty 360 na yakọ je ahmofen to aso no e de free ho ema ne mema nyina enko ne enko sisi kama okumase yento ayi nkomo no so lawyer na me bisa questions be about some of the mistakes are a PMO ewo petition no emu especially in the reliefs na we point F na amanfo nhyeda antiase mangasa me nhyeda antiase say court no should order a runoff between John Mahama as candidate for the NDC and the first respondent. By him say first respondent akwa electoral commission about 9 lawyers and as we speak and as I said in no omotena say yes adwuma we ekoba na saying na this kind of mistakes it may echo PPM sir
Binia so errors a number of errors and as errors be bring akoso na just what two was na hwe answer what you see
okay
one the here pa na say mo try na me chechu
okay
NDC for first relief our music ni say court to declare say a declaration making you this is important. Say court Supreme Court to declare say Jim Mensa declaration no Jim Mensa declaration no on the knife it's in violation of Article 63 clause 3 and this is where people are not focusing on.
Okay.
Jim Mensa declaration no was it any Article 63 clause 3 above.
Now Article 63 clause 3
Article 63 clause 3 no say a person shall not be elected as president unless the person obtains in his favor more than 50%. Enti answer na babe president esa ba ya to valid vote esa wunya at least 50% ebiguso.
Okay.
Article 63 no enka electoral commission ho asem o. So that's it.
Okay.
It is a me na me call quantum cro. Na me wie na to ma me na me 50% plus 1.
Plus 1.
Ya elect me. Efa easy ho hwe.
Whether easy declares or
not. Efa ho hwe. NDC is looking at the wrong thing. So what does it? Because all I need to prove, say you to 50% plus 1 money. So that's it. It is even if NDC got it wrong. All I need to prove is that I got 50% plus 1.
Okay.
So what did I say?
Okay.
And therefore you should go to court and say, I did not get 50% plus 1. And therefore the court should declare that. Now Konwa say I did not declare 50, I did not get 50% plus 1. But what could say? Is mom and I declare obi 50%. Meanwhile, me 50 plus 1. One can see entry medium. I don't know if you are following my logic.
In this case, declaration on almost
yes, votes no na esoboko. They should be attacking the vote.
Okay.
But they are not attacking the vote.
Lawyers say ekobase court no krambuka declaration one.
I am wrong. What happened to his votes?
The vote still stands.
It still stands.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Okay.
Because the constitution says a person must not be elected as president unless the number of votes cast in his favor is more than 50%.
50%.
Number of votes cast in his favor.
Okay.
So even if the EC got it wrong, the vote is still there. Otherwise, an EC person can easily come and intentionally make a wrong statement. Ebiadan mihuyenehi. Manyame 50% plus one. But EC person Abraham need to head up and now so what?
No ati.
It did not miss what? What is so? So what happens to my vote? It's all court to say, you declare. Court should declare declaration no. Double come say declaration no.
Okay.
And one won't declare and say a void.
Void.
Because it's inconsistent with the constitution.
Okay.
You are not attacking the votes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the constitution says whoever gets 50% plus one is elected.
Elected. Duly elected.
Nothing about EC.
Okay.
So why are you in court attacking EC?
Interesting.
And you are not attacking me and the vote I got. Are you following the logic?
Yeah.
Because Article 63.3 doesn't talk about the EC.
Easy.
What say? Must not be elected as president unless in a total unless the number of votes cast in his favor is more than 50%.
Wow.
Valid votes.
Valid votes.
So it's talking about the number of votes. It's not talking about EC and the declaration.
Okay.
So what does it?
Okay.
As you could attack declaration, you are wrong. As you could now attack votes, no, and say the votes are unya
no.
And no 50%,
50% no.
And therefore it doesn't matter what the EC announced.
Okay.
Are you with me? It doesn't matter what the EC announced. But I should go and say Kwame Adofo took as president. He did not get the 50% plus one. And therefore, per Article 63.3, he is not duly elected.
Okay.
But you didn't go and attack the votes. Okay, I see easy.
Declaration.
What has that got to do with the votes?
Wow.
That's what she done. Otinya. Namia ato ababa oyebede. Are you with me?
Yeah.
It's errors no there. You people are focusing on the wrong one.
The wrong one.
This is the meat. The meat didn't say. Constitution say nya 50%
or more
of the valid vote cast. Into one attacking.
And no
baby na say declaration no. You're wrong.
Okay.
Let's say Supreme Court says I agree with you.
I agree with you.
Declaration is wrong. What about the votes? When you 50% plus one, and that's when they.
Wow. 80. Okay, you share the next. Me carbon visa question on about the what other thing that do you find?
The next one, so say, relief F na kind. Let me see if I can get the next one.
Okay.
Was it Osiki NDC? So Musiki is the first respondent. No Masisano. And easy about respondent. I feel I'm saying young order for rerun between the EC. I don't know maybe Supreme Court can forgive them.
Okay.
Because relief no Musikino. Almost say, but has been to catch or was it?
Okay.
Relief F. Was it an order of mandatory injunction directing the first respondent to proceed to conduct a second election with petitioner and first respondent as candidate as required by Article 30. Now, you don't get mandatory injunction. Injunction, and say be a wuye bibi. Was the court on finance and to
Nijai. Okay.
San injunction.
Okay.
Yan konko kasi yam injunction. Say yan force would never koye bibi. So what I say?
Okay.
Your injunction. You knew no. And I say injunction, you know, you stop. So you
be coso.
Yeah, suppose. Say be a do be a fool soon here. The injunction to see Danny, the Arab to so. Electoral commission. Electoral commission, so called election, not injunction.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
Then so person done no. Now share electoral commission so on yadia. Injunction is so. No. You have an order of mandamus.
Okay.
And yeah, Oh, for so. Say onye ne duty.
Okay.
Mandamus.
Okay.
And so say they are seeking for injunction. You don't get it. So what does it? Okay. And he would say, me dem say o share that me say mistake.
Didn't have more share that.
Because small mistakes. You shouldn't. It shouldn't happen.
But sir, NDC as a party, party can set.
Well, NDC in the Okotu.
Okay.
Difference, no. Okay. NDC in the Okotu. President Mahama in the Okotu.
President Mahama, former President Mahama.
That's right.
Presidential candidate.
That's right.
All the lawyers of good standing.
That's right.
And Edu and Makoye Bibi.
That's right.
Some mistakes really.
Well, mistakes are bad. Some mistakes are movable. Mistakes are movable. Let track of it. And what be no Muzai. And I revise. I was the electoral commission a mistake in circumstances where he should never have made mistake. And I was so crazy. I'm the only 21 days old. I'm only there 2 days.
2 days.
And no mistake. I'm not going to court. Most more 21 days. Now most of why they say more probably a triple mistake.
Those mistakes, no, how
they have to amend it because the order cannot be granted. Say why apply for BB. Now, even judges not person won't be granted. Okay. Because order now is seeking. What's the stop? Ubi. Meanwhile, we there. Who patches say you fan force on one yet? No, baby. But the order you are seeking is a wrong order.
But can they? It's also in their relief. Say they should order, and I say they should stop the president from carrying himself as
another one,
as president
elect. I don't know. Me sure someone share that because a BSc pen. I send you a BSc pen. So who anymore? We need the BSc.
Okay.
2012.
Yeah.
Don Mahama was elected. MPP call court. Oma kasi enfa ensanto so na injunction.
Yes, stop. Men carry on as president elect.
Yeah, man did the president for 9 months. Adentina, who did also me o man the president. Supreme Court buza there was an American.
Okay.
And they say more the president. It means say, you have to say no. Supreme Court says okay. Nanado. Get injunction at all. And from now to Taabea as a president. There's no speaker. There's no nothing. And one a president. This is a chief justice now a president. Maybe chief justice Kasar man. My baby post
42 days.
So the becano. Okay. Eti ayi bi o ha ni sen ko mo busakra. Say fa injunction to so. And not realistic.
Okay.
Because the Supreme Court is going to create another constitutional crisis.
Okay.
Who is going to act
as president?
Baumieniho. Speaker Niho. He's a chief justice now. As Ababidi. What to say? No, you say Komubisa relief.
Okay. For you, this are they going to have any impact in?
Just amend it. Just make application to the Supreme Court to amend their reliefs.
Now, and also the additional days will become 42 days.
And when the sad days they are problematic because it looks like say we may not be able to meet the time. So that's it. Yeah. Because somebody maybe they did not factor in mistakes like this, where somebody may genuinely make a mistake and would want to come and correct them.
Okay.
Because genuine mistakes. Say say you are seeking injunction. You don't seek injunction in circumstances like this to force someone. No, this is over to amend. You have to give it, and so it will extend. And all the motion passes well. I say servo nanado.
Okay.
No, so
essential.
I respond.
Wow.
Now trim. So what does it? They say the new drafting of the new rules, no, and so foresee potential mistakes a bit me about. People genuinely want to have.
In the amendment, no. First point I raise here, no. Can they amend that aspect also?
You see, that's interesting. The moment they amend, say, Obusikisi and chat Jimenez declaration, it goes to the root of their case. Because someone saying in a honey. So what does it?
Okay,
I was in a honey. I'm saying Jimenez certificates not the buy. Say Nanado enya
50% plus.
Na mom no, omo kwa seek reliefs no. They are not seeking that relief. Yes. They are rather attacking Jim Mensah and statement of I declare blah 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 blah. And now attacking. Meanwhile, Aquano genuinely can say, you're 2 years now, about me, 50% plus 1. Nanado can easily prove that. It depends on now. How are you going to sustain your reliefs?
Your reliefs. Wow. And not just say, reliefs on the foundation. And I also now aqua sinching.
The statement now, the almost said Jim Mensah declaration or
okay.
The Constitution says it doesn't talk about declaration. Was it a person shall not be elected unless the person obtains 50% plus
and more
of the valid votes cast. Doesn't talk about any declaration.
Wow.
So the court itself can declare, say, on the votes before the court, Nanado has won.
Okay.
Because all they have to prove is prove that I got more than 50%.
Okay.
The court itself can declare.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Okay.
Jim Mensah doesn't need to do it.
Okay.
Because so you can go and say, I obtain these votes. And therefore, per constitution, I am the president.
I am the president elect.
So what does it?
Declare me as president.
And so the court will just declare you as president.
Wow. Interesting.
So what did I say? And the NDC4 have a big mountain to climb.
Wow. That is
once you understand the keys.
In the next 42 days, there's going to be interesting.
And Matisse say Oma apply to have cameras.
Yeah.
Let's hope that you and I will watch.
Like the in 2012, no?
You and I were not there. But this time you and I will be there.
Okay, lawyer, my answer in the petition answer beneath the relief, no? And John Mahama said, obe free 5 witnesses. The name is 5 witnesses, no? Obe ono ankasa beka home as a witness. And I say the NPP can also apply, say we want to have John Mahama in the witness box.
No. Wouldn't mean for so will be my name media dance here against the person's will. Okay. Not in any case, it will not be decided, say. Me ye we no makasaba.
Okay.
Wouldn't mean because no, one year person of Kasa. That's only across every wouldn't mean Kasa's way. So what does it?
Okay.
No. You can't go and tell somebody how to run their case. Omwana e be decided say kwan say ni so ni first me person di masem. And it's a MPP crowd cannot MPP nya party.
Okay. Era me review. Okay, it's Nanado ntimi enka say John Mahama.
No. Ntimi nka. Ena equally no ntimi nka say na former president Mahama ntimi nka say so. Me say wa we gina dakam.
No be say Nanado ne asamai no.
Yes.
Nti wona eso be gina dakam.
So I'm supposed to choose the witnesses. What man can say me free we free I want Musa kasa. Me pe kra me kasa.
Interesting. Enti emrano enhyeda enkyere nipa obetimi bia dance.
Because we na onim omo a person obetimi akasa ma. Ebia wo obi a wo coalition center. A o kika figures ni boom. A obetimi ja me na me kika figures ni boom no nya say. Total ni more than 50%.
Okay.
So what does it?
Okay.
The NPP also will prove and say. Nanado, sorry. Yes, Nanado president. Approve and say. Coalition papa because can na boom.
See na
minya say every 50%.
Okay.
It is a Jim Mensah to you. I am elected under the constitution as a president. So what does it?
And
has nothing to do with declaration.
Okay.
And you almost focus on declaration blah blah. Because assuming say Jim Mensah has one you can go to Supreme Court. Yes, you can go to Supreme Court and say, look, under the constitution, I needed 50% plus. Menya. So I am duly elected. The Supreme Court will pronounce you as elected.
Wow.
It is the assuming the wrong person, saying Jim Mensah. Jim Mensah is nothing.
Okay.
Assuming so we are directly intentionally as well. So that's it.
Okay. Share any say after 10 days. I say it be frasi.
But say no, so say name me never see you. After is it electoral commission a party.
Okay.
Nanado
your party.
The Nanado did nano yebeba. Electoral commission did nano yebeba.
Okay.
But we release now. You almost said attacking Nanado. Dimension no more. Yes. Also, no, making declaration be now contrary to the constitution.
So, no,
that's right.
I don't know a running about it, you know. I don't know, say, attack.
And in another response, no, they were kind of say. And as a man, I may represent, I can say, media, me contest here. Before Samina, Reggie Winnie, okay, carrying an album, more than 50% plus one. And said, Jim answer to you, when you, media, and then myself under 63 article 63 between ya more than 50%. I'm elected.
But what if both Nanado and Mensa so figures conflict here?
And I'm because
I according to Peter McMahon, no more campaign manager, I say vote no crowd on Mahama and when that number of votes any declare man, which means NPP may have a different figure from what the EC has.
You. So who say Jimenez announcement was it Chachima South
enka
you didn't know Mahama Kurana
still
answer
and
that's all who say what they are forgetting to say and yet possible say John Mahama 100% was Chachima South
and yet possible say 100% turnout.
Yes, so it's all the Africans look come with
okay and also na NDC sorry John Mahama they can't or far easy asem no
and what they yes I don't know that there's problems with his case because you have to actually prove what you got. So how are they going to prove what they got?
So they have their pink sheet.
Now I will say almost the team and the other crab can one what they are not counting. What does it? But meanwhile no it's not actual figure you got. I no assume say even if we give it to you.
Okay.
So that by in court, you are not going to assume. You have to actually prove real figures.
Wow.
Do I will say that man said, you know, you never come home in say.
Okay.
That means I say, oh, the man say, you didn't have a coming one. In court is different.
Wow.
And so to be proved, say, wouldn't you 63 and article 63 wouldn't you 50% plus? Where they will not consider this way. So the question is, what happens? Nanado balance was only 50%. That's the end.
Wow.
It kills your case.
Okay.
So that's it. Jimenez said to you, went you. It kills your case.
Okay.
All Nanado has to do is prove that he got 50% plus one.
Okay. You go so the dialogue and I go Taabea TV so no. You try ho ba. You be share the last and command lawyer be there no. Or can we say likely say be around the 7th you transfer in the president if order sujina the original na because preparations bibia course when say 7th president best way order sujina na na mu na yiwia ye abehwe Peter Mewu ono so ni case no ansa na ye de enkomo no aba ewiye ugo so share the dialogue me den de kwabena chiremate na dum twam ha bazia
munim say yare aba koro enti yare ataso mamunim say yare aba koro enti unsay ni adajo enti mun sanitize it and your Taabea then I am regard mun sanitize it Papa Taabea hand sanitizer mun sanitize it and your Taabea then I am regard mun sanitize it Papa Taabea hand sanitizer.
Yes, I'm Akwaba. Emphasis that not be Emma in proud sponsors. Na Mamimfa we Antonabia now we SS and now we school now pay Jumaya. I would see a bank be a pay a Jumaya phone my Kumasi. Mobile bankers and a share a pay mono my argument. So one need your home before 0242 01 8922 0242 01 8922 na frɛ na ne bank no eni nkomo omo pem ba bankers enti oni je ho a ofrɛ contact na obetimi no modi nkomo na ya ma instant employment na so onye kakra e de agubotum e de a check how far lawyer my yenhwe before I'm said in last nkomo idea no now you hear how this 8th parliament is going to form and then how they're going to operate. But now can be say Osha said na the possibility say intimin swaying the president no on the 7th amount for anshada anti wasem na se me pese o sanso efa base ma ba ko na wo chirechiri mu de nti a wo kan sa na se wo da so ejina mu a
well omo man ti ase am so ma hwe full video because we chirechiri mu say 137 against 137 there is going to be a fight between the majority now and the minority because a bad time.
Okay.
Nobody will accept. NDC would never accept say MPP for introduce speaker. Neither would MPP accept say NDC introduce speaker. No introduce leadership. So that's it. Because there was a time, unless there is a shift by the independent to join the MPP for them to have a majority, it means that on the 6th. Parliament cannot be convened.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay.
Any unconvened parliament, president will not come and swear.
Okay.
So that's where they didn't understand.
Okay.
But where there is a clear case, says you know, the independent
for Mina MP,
were indicating clearly say he's going to vote with the MPP.
Okay.
So there will be 138 against 137. Okay. And it's a 138 against 137. MPP will elect the speaker, leadership, and then everything will be okay. And then on the 7th, president will come and swear. And to those who did not understand, maybe they didn't watch the whole video.
Okay. Okay.
Who watching the whole video? I believe I made cogent arguments.
Okay. And Anope Mitier, General Secretary for the NDC, Johnson Sidun Ketia. Now, I don't know, or say. For Mina MP, ain't declare no support for any party for now because we pay by election there's a cost. In Jomo and this, they are not going to allow for Mina MP to say I am voting for Nipas Mesa and I'm going to side with any Nipas Mesa and because now or as independent and the parliament effort so independent. Parliamentarian, not as a partisan parliamentarian. Inti for now 137, and almost more contested Techiman South there no. Inti before 7th no there say omo omonim clear. Definitely the possibility said they may not even partake in the swearing in and as and no any argument now. Likely say NDC may boycott the swearing in. Now, my main trial you are
say NDC boycott the swearing in legally effective benefit. In 2012, MPP boycott swearing in. It had no legal effect.
Of course.
Yeah, of course. And they say do some boycott. They can boycott, but it will have no legal effect. Nanado will still swear in. Now, normal can be said. For MP, he's coming as independent.
Yeah,
I agree. It's true. But he can cross carpet. He can move and join MPP now.
But
not joining MPP. The only thing that will happen is a medical sitting vacant.
But
an election.
The moment of cross carpet runs on and sitting vacant. So he's no longer.
No. And immediately.
So
no. Immediately.
Okay.
It has to be declared.
Okay. It's a process.
And then electoral commission will set a date for that.
Okay.
Which will take at least 3 months.
Okay.
The bedu that normal choose the one person will choose be. Oh, that's it. And then we declare the vacant. Now say MPP selected on also on Kogina about winning.
Okay.
So that's it. Okay. That argument, a legal, academic exercise.
Okay.
But it will not arise.
Okay. All right. Mera lawyer na yenhwe after elections never be breakoso me no ka say there hohoi akwakoye say no minim say amewu eko sa amewu eba NDC the court ama court the injunction atoso I expect a friend say declaration and I say verdict from the court. Meaning what your take is on the Amewu issue.
What's the Amewu cool? So, or about Amewu Kwaba. That's it. And they say, you were injunction. Oh, the injunction about Kayano. And one answer about Hassan. About Hassan. Court on fact. It's a Taabea to so. Na yes, where Amewu in. So, yeah, elect.
Okay.
So, we are so only IBB. So,
okay.
Sa injunction, you fact to say, unfortunately, BB.
Okay.
And when you use correct.
Okay.
Now, injunction will a very interesting and are curious in a sense. Sa injunction, what you know, be from ex party. Ex party, no, HSA. Now, won't come home. And I'm going
to get okay.
Yama notice Yama, the Koyan and court and mammy order a tiao. Ex party, no, so Bianca home, Bianca. So that's it.
Okay.
No, I are limited for only 10 days.
Say the Mawa,
is that the Mawa?
In the Fuadupe.
Yes.
After 10 days,
10 days, nice spy. It's the man 23rd December. 10 days, 10 days,
10 days, 30th. Third January. Second, okay. Set 31st. Second January, I expire.
Design injunction, I expire.
Okay.
It is almost per injunction be one. This is when Amewu. S7 on notice. No back court number argue why the court should grant or not grant.
Okay.
And as we speak today, there's no injunction.
Okay. Into what then is the government seeking? Because
at the moment there's no injunction.
Okay.
Now government no application on the coin. And they say you granting injunction on 23rd. 23rd was supposed to be a holiday.
Holiday, public holiday.
Yes. And therefore court is not supposed to sit. And the Attorney General say on that day, no, that order is void.
Okay.
So what I say?
Okay.
Because on that day was meant to be holiday, and therefore the court should never have sat.
No, but lawyer, curious, how come a whole court will possibly, if it is true, sit on holiday?
That's why the Supreme Court will find out. That's why the Supreme Court will find out.
Wow.
And I'm sure they are going to give various reasons why court will sit.
Okay.
Yes, Attorney General will have no locus. The only way Attorney General when say, I say, see, Attorney General, this is where we are confusing ourselves. He's the lawyer for the country. For the state. He's not a lawyer for NPP.
Okay.
He's a lawyer for the country.
Okay.
And therefore, where there is any violation of anything,
any right,
any duty to go in and step in and say this should not happen.
Okay.
And you are not call as a lawyer for the country say on this holiday, no court should sit.
Okay.
But this court sat. So that's it.
Wow.
And therefore, as a court to check. No, all could be a friend of sexual right. Sexual right means a court to Faber Emerton and more Mahama Muslim Empire. The course, no. Or was smashing.
Okay.
So that's it. I know I call G. I said, we are not Supreme Court.
Okay. Okay. All right. And you know, in case court, no, say fine. The course or high court on. What does it mean?
Shadio, this whole exercise may end up being nothing. In a sense, you want to say, you can say the whole high court here, fine. But order Nagasa, I spy.
In any relevance, there.
Yes, and even if they win, there's no order. 10 days net.
10 days net.
It is over so stop what me. This also no 7.
It's Uncle 7 with another injunction.
Another one application, not a motion.
Okay.
For injunction. Tanzania so any.
It is when we are.
Yes, we are MP.
We need to mean you may be.
Anybody MP that. What the control is one day, everyone.
Unya na juma no because
I don't will be mandamus na ye kan. I know the whole process.
Okay.
I say baby di asem no.
Asem no.
So that's it.
Inti ye di asem no because why the MP ana.
What does MP? John Mahama ye president ye di na asem nya no.
No that's a president.
Ejika oluzu ya. Say ka say president wo di aketwe nyo za famre wo. Anti sa exercise here academic exercise by a good say e court because the benchmark ama obi a. So kwa koji ibi fast bi sa na.
Okay.
Oh say Supreme Court akasa.
But lawyers are expert application and kasano. Is it a fair dealing?
Well, and they say everyone will be good. Now the ahuntie akokot. My lord, you be me there. Only caterpillar be now make plan. Court be wrong, judges to stop them.
Okay.
Oh, but only for 10 days.
Okay, into the purpose for ex parte on the application.
So penitent themselves be best upon the panel.
But the court doesn't also look at the interest of the other party.
And I'm interested. Not in 10 days, better. And after 10 days, you know. Now what's about work? And so what?
Okay.
Yes, I best spy.
Okay.
So what I say? It's where for 10 days, back. It's here for the sake of who be there good. They be show them.
Yeah.
I told you.
I saw Jai. Until.
So much be several BB.
Okay.
Yes, I expire. You can go back and do your work.
Okay.
Because what I expire.
I expire. Wow.
But I'm in a situation. There's no way you're not seven. The way you're not seven, there. I expire.
Okay.
It is of course Supreme Court crowd more winning crowd. It will change nothing.
Okay. And to see also, the last Saturday, and almost started registration of new members elect MPs, and we saw Amewu.
Yes, we travel to. What me? I be feeling.
Eti Amewu akwa register as MP elect.
In finish on the 6th.
It is after sorry case Diana.
Nabio, case in the system of Metmacoso. But it doesn't stop you from being.
Okay, but Yansha, the argument of the NDC. So we share the CEO Hohoe Hona. Certain communities, Yama man to Abanubi. Because of the newly created Uti region. In the Sahara communities now, say no more representation in parliament, no. Then I'm rather kafa or more interest, huh? Sancrophone, or more interest, and saying,
almost Supreme Court. Can you hear the Supreme Court?
But court also parliament so be Frasiano.
So it's no. The Emirate kafa omohono. Supreme Court the bit match. And yes, somebody can call Supreme Court previously.
Okay.
By law, no, there has to be a law. I be critique constituency among. Binyan critique. So how do you blame Amewu? Amewu there.
So on they say on the baby.
On the contest.
And no Kobe.
And no filing the nomination.
And no win.
And no win. How do you blame him?
Into who is to blame for this issue?
I have no idea. Because me until recently, I'm in Jesus uncle for the I'm one power.
I'm saying prior to the elections, no na EC be clarify said they can vote. Okay.
To stop the elections.
To stop the elections.
I don't mind it. That's what I'm
That's what I'm doing.
Now visit 2 years and get this winning.
Sanka ki anka sembia ma. Ebi anka NPP so na this time come so bom na be take. Okay, it's lawyer here. Finally, then where's expectations in the petition on the presidential?
Well, it's a similar quarter. You are not supposed to draw a conclusion. Say we were winning and as we were winning. But we make scenarios of what can happen if this happens. This is what should happen and so on.
Okay.
NDC, the case called. You heard the Supreme Court record. Okay. So Supreme Court can say, "Omo justified that, fine." Maybe personally, side declaration of music, I don't see how that sits well.
Okay.
under the Article 63.
Okay.
Because Article 63 doesn't talk about declaration.
Okay.
It talks about votes. And it's a declaration, even if it's wrong, and that's to vote up to 50%.
You are still elected.
I think you are elected.
Okay.
And the Supreme Court maker.
Okay.
We will know the way forward.
Okay. In the next 2 minutes, the issue of minority or more demonstration about 20 members of parliament, NDC members of parliament. They say yes, here more court or more anchor MPs violating the laws.
It doesn't set a good example. Because you see, the moment you go to parliament, you become honorable. You feel honorable. And this is honorable, and you are doing dishonorable things, and you're proper.
Okay.
And you're proper cry. Normally, when you become an MP, behavior be away, it's all true feeling. Because you represent a whole constituency. So,
okay.
And pay. But because say I invite you to court, it's better I stop there.
Okay.
And let's see how it will play out.
Okay.
Whether they will go, whether they will not go, that one, it do her. Yes,
okay. All right. For my guest and lawyer Kwame Adofo, Holy Trinity Chambers Kumasi, and Emra Mundie, Onwa and Mayan education, and anything we need to know when it comes to law on this platform. You better not pass wajibre na ode afasa entity we mu. You because so na the election petition na chi kozi se bibia beko awieye. Ube share ukuada any fiada enwumre bia no nwotwe na eba won chen ewo various social media platforms no so any Taabea television so yemfa aseda ema yabo for Taabea Herbal Company the nrumiensa badwa so Taabea hand sanitizer, Taabea Herbal mixture, Taabea Herbal capsules ena omo ede aba boy kama ewo ya pomuden mu na ya beauty 360 enso ho na yakwa akogye ya ho ofe no ento aso nya meka ene se oyo ba oye be ma obetimi akọ na wakwa akwesisi ho ena fa numbers yi wa wo pa adwuma ye bank bi hia mobile bankers enom aye adwuma ewukumase enti ewukumase a uti eya yeye 0242 018922 0242018922 for numbers no na free omo na ndo mtwetwe komo ebe mo dwuma ye enmanum ya ama sika aba botom aseda ekọ de amakru no nyina KB Cancer Director Karim ena ye camera ena me den de kwabna chirmatina do na me de dwuma de ho chiame nyame yadoma ebre sem ebe sanso enmo hye de mase sem mo je bre ehwe